almost 10 years later, and the studio decides to make a new Santa Claus. Hopefully, it's not a disaster. Let's check it out, though. Alright guys, we are on to our next video in the Santa Claus series. We are going to be watching today The Santa Claus 2. And it has a new director named Michael Lembeck. No more John Pasquin. And get this, it has a new rating too. It went down from PG all the way down to G. So I don't know why they would do that. Maybe to appeal more to the kiddos, you know. But let's see if it helped in their benefit, you know. But I am excited to start this movie with you guys. I'm looking forward to it because I have not seen this movie in a long, long, long time. I do not remember if I saw this in theaters. I was young in 2002. How old was I? I was 7, I want to say. 7? Yeah, I think I was 7 in 2002. And knowing my childish butt, I'm pretty sure I probably would have begged my parents to go see this in theaters. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I just can't remember at the moment. But yeah, we're going to be watching the sequel to my favorite. I don't know. Maybe my favorite, I don't know. We have to go off of my recollection. But one of my favorite Christmas movies. And so we're on to watching this. I'm going to commentate on it, give a little short review after the movie, and, you know, like always, see if this movie holds up and see if it is as good as the first one, let alone be a good standalone movie as well. But I think it's pretty hard to top the first movie, especially for a lot of films. But let's just see if this does justice to the original. Yeah? Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this. The Santa Claus 2.
I'm getting something on the sonar.
What could it be? He kind of looks like Mark Ruffalo.
Sounds like hiding hammer.
Why are they even flying over the North Pole to begin with? Now we're going to see more of the North Pole, which, that is kind of cool. I look forward to that, because we didn't really get to see a lot of it in the first one. That's a lot of kids they probably had to hire for this movie. Or elves. And you would think the cops wouldn't have busted them yet, because this is child labor, isn't it? ElfCon 3. What's ElfCon 3? Oh, they have to hide when humans come by? Wouldn't they have, like, a force field to, like, cover themselves from these? Because I feel like this would happen a lot more often than you'd think.
Take us to ElfCon 2. I lost it. So you're gonna want to hear this.
Oh, no. You don't think one of the elves would, if they knew where he was, they would shut him up? Dude, there's elves right there. They wouldn't have shut him up? Middle of the chorus. Dumb Curtis.
You're 900 years old. Grow up.
Oh my gosh.
Do you go pee-pee with that thing?
He's a stickler for the handbook.
Elves are encouraged to listen to music.
True, yeah, elves probably should listen to music. Yeah, but you guys are gonna just get caught by humans. Did you want that to happen for Santa? Oh my gosh, was that Rudolph?
It was Chet.
Oh, Chet.
You're in training. Well, you know, Danielle, I may not come out as alive. So in case we don't see each other again.
Ooh, Charlie. Charlie likes girls now. Just from how long he's been there and the camera's so sticking to him, I feel like, yep.
Hello, Charlie.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Principal Newman.
How's that static free tinsel coming?
Hey guys, Santa wants to see the new tinsel.
Tinsel. Oh, that's great. You're all fired.
You need to tell him right now.
Why do I have to be the one to tell him?
Why do I have to be the one to tell him?
I don't give bad news. It's not a good time.
Oh, is that a new Judy? Oh, Anna, did they say? Judy probably got...
Doing with a naughty and nice list.
She probably grew out of her elf costume.
It's Charlie.
Oh,
Sheen? I thought he straightened out.
Charlie Sheen. Being an adult, you get that now because, you know, Charlie Sheen. He's crazy.
Charlie? He's on the naughty list?
Oh.
There's got to be a mistake.
There's a Claus.
Yeah, that would be me.
No, I mean there's another
No.
Santa Claus. There was the first Claus, but there's also a second Claus.
Would be history, right?
But it seems our number 2 elf overlooked important detail in the history of Christmas.
That's not good.
Wow. One mistake in 900 years.
It's funny.
I gotta get married. Yes, it's the Mrs. Claus.
Oh, you're getting skinny.
Dear, the desonification process has begun!
Are you telling me that in that clause it says that if I don't get married,
I can't be Santa.
I don't get to be Santa anymore?
Are you with us?
Well, I'm sorry, yes. Yes, I am.
Well, on behalf of
Oh, that's same actor as the boss in the first movie.
figures, I'd like to
He's
thank
playing
you
Father
for
Time now, Peter Boyle.
What a lovely place. Here, here.
Now, without further
This is
ado,
like a meeting of all the mythological creatures. That's funny.
I'd like to again propose a new name for myself.
Oh my gosh. He wants a more manly name. Can't hate him for that. No man wants to be named the Tooth Fairy. Well, maybe except The Rock.
Today, I'd like to submit Roy.
Roy.
Roy. Now,
How about this? The Molinator. The Molinator. Charlie got himself on the naughty list. What?
Oh.
Well, I'm struggling a little bit with the...
That's so bad, too. Your father is Santa, and you got on the naughty list.
Charlie, that's every parent's dilemma.
That's like you failed your son.
Work? What am I gonna do?
well,
Making kids happy.
you can't be 2 places at once.
Maybe you can be.
I mean, those elves have been alive for what? He said 900 years? I feel like they would know what they're doing. Santa should trust. Some Frankenstein type stuff happening right now. It's not done. It's oh my god! It's a plastic butt.
I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something about you that I like. There's just something about you that I like.
Is that Comet?
Comment because I don't want to take Prancer.
Before you go, take a look at your watch. I've added a power reserve that measures how much magic you have left. Santa, if it gets to 0, you won't be able to return the pole.
Why can't they just go pick him up like last time in the first one?
Then let's not let it get to 0.
What's the most important thing?
For you not to touch Santa?
For you to come back.
For you to come back. But wait, in the first one, the sled just picked him up and he was a human, remember, in the beginning? So why can't the sled just take him back like last time?
Or anything, right? There's no packages. It's one stopping. I think I might have forgot we're gonna go see Charlie.
Oh! Comet really likes Charlie. But I do not know how Comet's lifting up Santa like that.
I am Santa Claus. Boo!
God, that thing's scary.
I think that this is gonna work. How does he know where his desk is?
Well, I programmed him that way. He has most of Santa's memories.
Damn, if he has most of Santa's memories, does he remember conceiving Charlie?
I'll memorize everything in the book.
How about a nice chocolate cocoa?
This really is a kid's movie. How did he know how to drink?
Of course it is.
So he doesn't know how. Oh. He just guzzled that whole thing.
Ah! Whoa! That's delicious. I like Coke. I think Santa feels a little buzz.
How the hell would he know what a buzz is? And there's another thing. There's an adult joke.
Yeah.
Dad, you can't give up. There's never been a better Santa than you.
I appreciate that, sport. Maybe it's for the best, you know?
Still calls him sport.
With you, maybe you'd spend less time supporting the spray paint industry.
Yourself, Scott. You have been a great dad, and being Santa.
Oh, so she's very supportive of him now. She really, remember in the beginning of the first Santa Claus?
You have a great capacity.
Didn't really have a good relationship with each other. Now, seems like everybody loves him.
Spend the rest of your life with. Oh.
Couldn't they just have kept him up in, like, his office for the rest of the time? for the 30 days until the real Santa came back. They didn't have to like bring him down and show him to all the elves, I feel.
Okay, I admit it. You're happy? I think I might have to make some changes around here.
What'd you have in mind, boss?
Let me show you.
Oh no.
Funny things. Look.
What did I just say?
You sure you don't have any other clothes I can borrow? The idea tonight is to attract a woman.
The sweater.
Talking about. I look like a limesicle.
Oh no.
The minivan.
That's great.
Okay then. Well, wish me luck. I got a needlepoint sweater, a minivan.
He's regular old soccer mom. Damn, he already got a date that fast?
Scott?
Takes me years to find a date.
Hey. Nice to meet you.
Oh, she's from SNL.
Whoa, look at the sweater. Some sweater.
That actually looks like him too.
We should talk. I'm in the toy business.
No way.
Wait.
Wait.
I love creative people. Yeah.
Damn, she's already flirting hard.
I'm actually hoping someday to break into the music business. Taking a sleigh ride.
Good.
Santa shirts, reindeer skirts. Oh, oh, oh,
Uh-oh.
Bumps in the windows,
She a little cuckoo, huh?
and some eggnog.
She hasn't even had anything to drink yet.
I wanna be free, yeah.
Look at the waitress in the background.
Oh my gosh.
Feel like some Christmas.
I would be out. I'm out. I'm leaving now. Everybody's looking.
It kind of scared me.
Uncle Scott, are you Santa Claus?
What? Why'd you ask me something like that?
Because you have a reindeer, and only
So
Santa has
reindeers can eat
reindeer.
chocolate?
Nonsense. A lot of people have reindeer.
Name 5.
I need the naughty and nice list. No.
He's learning things. This is what scares me about cloning and stuff.
Oh, I didn't.
They become too smart, especially with like the new tech out with everybody like
What? I'm supposed to
making
check
robots
all
and thing and trying to
That's
teach
the
them
rule.
stuff.
I like rules.
It's gonna be iRobot all over again.
I think you're misunderstanding something.
No, I'm the rule maker. Charlie, you promised you weren't going to do this again. Now you've broken a promise. What's the matter with you, Charlie?
Thought you were on my
I
side.
know you one better, Charlie. You're suspended.
Oh, damn.
Hold on a second. I'm just as upset about this as you, but isn't there another way we can punish
Community service? Yeah, there you go.
I have a detention group that meets on Saturday.
Damn, I would have took the suspension. I don't want to do all that.
Graffiti at 8 a.m.
Hi.
It's happening again.
I was really good this year.
Is that so? Are you absolutely sure about that, Pamela? If you can promise me you'll be good, I can personally guarantee you'll have a great Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, use some magic.
Am I wrong? Am I right? Doesn't matter. Could have been the 3 gallons of cocoa I had. You understand.
That's probably all he's drinking,
Charlie,
cocoa.
decorate.
Plastic Santa's kind of funny, to be honest.
Son, it's showtime. I need a little muscle. I need a little nudge.
A little
Let's call
nudge.
yourself the little nudge. This won't hurt, except for the big electric shock right through your little porcelain body. You know, I could drive you to your party.
That would be great. I'll get my coat.
Yeah,
Mr.
so it's a date.
Anthony, what are you driving?
You know, I think you're gonna like it.
Look at that. That is pretty amazing. I mean, it sucks living in California because we can't experience any of this, like, snow, like, fun stuff. Like, I've never been on a sled before. So to see this in movies, it just makes me want to go to some place that has, like, all this snow and, like, you get to do all this stuff and adventures and, like, sleds and, I don't know, skiing and snowboarding.
The wait.
I used to love Christmas too. It was my favorite time of year because it was the only day that my parents didn't fight. My dad went through this elaborate charade so that I would believe in Santa Claus.
Good, that's a good gesture because the reindeer love carrots, and the thought is really, it's important to them too.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about what Santa likes and doesn't.
The cocoa would be gone, and the cookies would be gone, and the carrots nod.
Nod.
And
No, they don't nod carrots; they swallow carrots whole. I mean, if they're good. fresh
You're being
carrots,
very
they don't
specific,
have
man. You better
bell
chill.
Peppers too. Some, you know, the stories if you read.
the last year was Jesus, baby doll.
Baby doll. Never heard of that
I
toy.
believed in Santa so much that I would get in fights at school with kids who tried to tell me that he didn't exist.
Honestly, when I was a kid and like I found out that Santa wasn't real, I didn't really like throw a tantrum or anything. Like I feel you just kind of grow out of it.
Risk your lives at the buffet. I don't think we have much choice. So before the choir gets out here, I say we rock this house with the Secret Santa.
Oh,
Huh? John Pierce. Didn't
Oh.
your mom call you JJ?
I've seen him before. I've seen that actor before. I think he was in a Disney movie too. I think he was in Halloween Town. Halloween Town 2. I remember he was in that. I'm pretty sure.
Glory. This is Toss Across. Grace Kim. Merry Christmas. Welcome, Cycle Robots. Mint condition. Oh, this is incredible.
That's awesome. I always wanted those as a kid. I mean, like, they were way before my time, but I still wanted some to play with. They looked so
Come on
fun.
up and get the rest of your presents. Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind.
Okay, yeah, this looks like a fun party now. God, these are all old toys.
Honestly, this is so cool. I think that's why I liked this movie as a kid. I'm still getting enjoyment out of this.
I just can't figure it out. It was you. I know it was you. I just can't figure out how did you do it. How did you do it?
How did you do it?
You know, sometimes you don't need to know all the answers. Even the principal needs a Christmas gift. Merry Christmas. Come on, open it. Rip it open.
I guarantee it's what she was talking about in the sled.
It's baby doll.
When you give I love giving people gifts, and that's why I really like Christmas too, because like I like giving gifts rather than I receive them, and so like to see a person's face when you give them a good gift, like one you really know they wanted, it's just like there's something about that feeling that just makes you feel so good, and it feels like you've succeeded in something, and I just really like that feeling, and that's something why I like the holidays. Some reason. Don't tell me, is Charlie gonna walk in right here? Missile. Stop using magic, man. Who came up with the tradition that you have to kiss under mistletoe? Like, that's something I'm curious about. Where did the person be like, oh, we're sitting under mistletoe, must kiss?
From this moment forward, we're not going to make any more toys.
Oh, no.
So for this Christmas, we're going to give those greedy, selfish little kids exactly what they deserve. A beautiful, high-quality, yet low-sulfur variety of coal.
Oh, no. Okay, so those were toys, though, and he made them bigger. How did they come to life? Does the toy Santa have magic as well? Damn, this Santa sucks.
Don't listen to him. This guy's not Santa.
I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I have never got some coal in my stocking as a kid. So,
I call community service.
maybe brush my shoulder off. I think I've felt like I've been a good kid all these years.
Carol, there's some things about me you should know. The suit, the red suit's real. The North Pole is a place.
My friends get to go around saying, you know, my dad's a plumber, my dad's a pilot, my dad's a dentist. Well, you know what? My dad is the best thing of all, and I can't tell anyone about it.
Oh, so now we know what's bothering
no
him.
idea how hard that is.
Okay, I kind of get where Charlie's coming from. It's hard for me to relate because I'm not at that age. And my dad's not Santa Claus and he's not dating my principal. But I kind of can get where he's coming from.
No, they're not. They're easy. And you can't be mad at him forever, Charlie. He's your daddy and you love him.
She's smarter than she knows.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Aren't you?
Aren't you who?
Aren't you supposed to get back that way? Oh,
Now this is definitely child labor.
Gonna need
I
to
feel like the cops should be called on that.
Go fish.
come you have pointy ears.
It's because I never ate my green vegetables. Do you eat your green vegetables?
Go Scott!
Curtis.
What are you doing here?
It's a little trouble at the plant.
Gotta fly back with me to the North Pole to save Christmas!
I can't. I have no magic left. I'm out of magic. Look.
Comet.
Thought you had Comet.
I don't think Comet can carry both of you though. Oh no. He ate all the chocolate.
Comet. Look at me.
Did Lucy give him all those?
Can you move anything? Fire in the hole.
Oh my god. Such a kid's. When you know there's a lot of fart jokes in a movie, you know it's a kid's movie.
I lost another tooth. Should I put it under my pillow?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's another thing I remember from being a kid. The Tooth Fairy. Oh.
He played Babe Ruth in The Sandlot, the Molinator. Ow.
The Molinator at your service.
My dad is Santa.
Oh, please, Charlie, not you too.
Hold on. I want you to take this.
That's a good son.
Look and listen. Try to remember what it was like when you were little.
No, there's a snow globe. That's the same snow globe, right? Kind of changes now. Because in the old one, it was just like Santa Claus in his sled flying. Now it shows the whole workshop.
You haven't seen anything yet.
It's Scott, isn't it? Yeah, what are you supposed to be? A better, stronger version of what you used to be. With a flawless complexion, I might add. Look, it just glistens.
So if he was to become the real Santa, is he going to have to find a plastic Mrs. Claus too?
Give me back the coat.
What's that? Oh, there's Charlie, and he's swinging in. Just like in the beginning.
Charlie, how'd you get up here?
That's funny.
Get us out of this, come on.
Oh, and Mrs. Newman.
You gotta save Christmas.
How am I supposed to save it?
Chet.
No. How much flight time has he had?
About a minute and a half.
I feel like Principal Newman's handling this a lot better than most women would. I mean, I know she now believes in him, but being to where Santa lives, the North Pole, and not really batting an eye, you can't let him get out. Okay, so where they do live is kind of in like the... Okay. Oh, that makes sense, because like in the beginning they were dropped down on this little ice crystal. So they live in like this big dome. That's cool. Makes more sense why they can be protected from not normal people seeing them a lot. Oh, this looks like fun.
I can't see where I'm driving. Oh, you are a sad, strange little man.
Is that a reference to Toy Story? It must have been fun to play both parts, the bad and the good Santa.
How to break the ball.
Oh, bye-bye. Beat him up.
Get off of me.
Rip him off, limb from limb.
Very important. I want
He's just a toy.
Santa, aren't you forgetting something? No, you gotta get married.
Carol, I cannot continue being Santa unless I find a Mrs. Claus. Yes, I was looking for a wife. No, I didn't figure on falling in love. I mean, if I don't get married, I just won't deliver the gifts.
Oh, so you're guilt-tripping her now. Okay.
The elves will lose their jobs in North Pole.
No, that doesn't make sense. Won't somebody else be the Santa?
I know I'm asking you to leave everything at home, but I can guarantee you that this is worth it. This place.
Wait, will she ever get the chance to go visit her family and stuff?
Is there a school here?
Is there?
We have one at school with the elves, and we need a new principal. Would you be my wife?
Shut up, kid. I got it. So it was less than 30 days when they started dating, so
By me.
that's a really fast
I now
marriage.
pronounce you Santa and Mrs. Claus. Well, go on now.
So Claus is kind of just like a label, like 007 or something like that. So even though he's still Scott Calvin, he's Claus. So like they wouldn't say Mr. and Mrs. Calvin, they say Claus. I don't know. I'm just questioning stuff. Wow, they made it right in the nick of time. Oh, he's gonna get fat again. I kind of like skinny Santa though. Oh, his tooth came back.
And so it begins.
Uh,
Boys, we got some toys to deliver.
So that's it, I guess. He got married, got to be Santa, has a better relationship with his son. Oh, are they gonna show her after all the time she's been asking?
Watch this.
Oh, is he coming down the fireplace?
Uncle Scott?
Damn, she knew right off the bat.
Do you have any twos?
Goldfish, you are Santa! I knew it was you all along! I can't tell anybody.
But knowing it isn't a burden, it's a gift. You know, most kids stop believing in Santa when they grow up, but I get to believe him forever.
Yeah, true.
Love you, Charlie.
Aww.
Merry And to all a good night.
That was a good sequel, I feel.
Straight line,
Chet.
Chet.
I enjoyed it. Was it as good as I remember it being? Honestly, I kind of remember it being like this. So, not bad. Good sequel. The Santa Claus 2. Directed by Michael Lembeck. So after watching this movie with you guys, and probably the first time I've been watching it in the past decade or so, probably, I have not picked this movie up in a long, long time. And I thought I was going to hate it, to be honest. I looked at the ratings, I looked at the reviews for this movie before putting this on with you guys, and honestly, I thought it was going to be a disaster, to be honest. The review ratings for the original Santa Claus, which I prefer over this one still, and to me it kind of is a classic Christmas movie, but the reviews compared to each other, the Santa Claus is like 10 times better to viewers and critics alike. But for the Santa Claus 2, it just really didn't get that much credit and a lot of good, positive things being said about this movie. And so that kind of turned me away before watching this with you guys. But when I put it on and after I finished it, it is kind of exactly what I remember it as a kid, and kind of why I remember liking it as a kid. There's nothing really I could point out I hated about this movie, other than that it does appeal more to kids than the first one did. Because I remember in like the first one when we watched it together, there were a lot more adult jokes than this one. I mean, like the biggest adult joke he said in this movie was, "Oh, Santa feels like he's getting a buzz," which is pertaining to alcohol. And kids wouldn't pick that up, except I know adults would. I remember my dad, when he watched this with me, he picked up that joke. He started cracking up. But I thought I was going to hate this movie, and honestly, I didn't. I thought it was a good Christmas sequel to the Santa Claus. I think it is a good movie, to be honest. I don't think it's horrible. Take it for what you will. I took it for what it is, and there's nothing I can complain about this movie other than it being maybe too kid-friendly. I mean, but there is also adult-like topics, because Santa has to get married, and that's pretty adult. That's something that us as adults would kind of understand a lot and relate to what Tim Allen is going through. I mean, like, once you get a certain age, you're all like, oh, I got to get my shit together. I got to find a family and stuff like that. And so I can relate to that. So that is kind of an adult topic. So Tim Allen, again, in the role of the Santa Claus. I still enjoy him as Santa Claus. I think he's very appealing to kids and adults, because he does crack a lot of jokes, and he also does put on a show for the adults, because you know, like, when you go to see this movie, you know, even though it pertains to kids, you know they need to throw some jokes in there for the adults and like appeal to them as well, because they're going to go see this with their kids. And I feel Tim Allen understood that and kind of went with it, and still didn't make it a complete childlike film. He kind of did try to do his job as an actor. I'll give you my score right now. I'll say this movie is probably, from my memories of how it was back in the day till now, and it being kind of the same in my mind, I'm going to say this is a B- movie. It's a B-, honestly. It's a good sequel to the first one. I don't think it's a great sequel. Different director, probably different direction than the original director would have taken it. But for what it was and what we got, I think it's a fine sequel. Charlie is now all grown up. Eric Lloyd, he's now a teenager. And I'm glad they kept the same actor. Like I said, this is almost 10 years apart from the 1994 to 2002. And so to keep the same actor and show how he's grown up, it's cool to have continuity like that and have him reprise his role as Charlie, and to show how he has changed from like such a young kid from the first one to now kind of a messed up kind of teenager. Especially the reason why he's messed up is because his father's Santa Claus, and he can't really express that to anybody, and has to keep the secret deep down inside him until probably he dies. But at the end, we see him resolve that issue with his father and realize it really isn't a burden for him to keep the secret, and it's just something amazing that he gets to live with for the rest of his life. And so to see him develop as a kid, because like in the beginning we saw that he is kind of a hooligan, basically. He does bad stuff, and he tries to get away with it, and he gets caught every time, so it kind of shows that he's a pretty bad hooligan, especially if you get caught every single time you do something bad. But yeah, I like his transition from a sweet, innocent kid to
kind of a messed up teenager, and it shows what life will do to you, especially when you have a father who is Santa Claus. And I like that they kind of made it a little realistic, in a sense, as real as they could, because he's Santa and that's not really real. But yeah, Eric Lloyd in this role, I think he did a fair job. Elizabeth Mitchell is a new cast member in this movie, and seeing her transition from a mean principal into a kind of warm-hearted, loving future Mrs. Claus, I liked it. I think she did a good job in this role. I've seen her before in other stuff. Maybe somebody in the comments could tell me what else she has been in. But I remember seeing her face in other films or TV roles. She has a recognizable face. But in this role, for her character being the mean principal to the sweetheart of wife to Santa Claus, I liked her. I liked her in the role. She plays the character good. She was kind of like a shrew. And we figure out why she's like that. Because she used to love Christmas time. But then her parents, it kind of reminded her about all the bad times her parents put her through as a kid and stuff, and just it wasn't very memorable to her anymore because it just gave her bad memories. And so we know why she was like that in the beginning, but it shows her transition after finding out that Tim Allen is Santa, and so it shows her that, well, Saint Nick is basically real, and Christmas time is a time to be happy. And so I like that transition. Bernard, he's not really in this movie that much. Because, he did get captured by the plastic toy Santa. Yeah, he was mainly in the North Pole in this movie. He didn't really get to come down to, the real world, basically. And so we didn't see a lot of Bernard in this movie. I still like him. I like him as an actor, but I can't really commentate on his role that much because he wasn't really in it that much. Spencer Breslin was mainly the new Bernard in this movie because he had more lines and more screen time than Bernard did. His elf, Curtis, it's a cute role. I don't know, not really much I can go off with his performance, but he was a kid actor. I remember seeing him in a lot of stuff when I was a kid, especially Disney stuff, and so he's a recognizable face. I don't know what he's doing now. I tried to look up his body of work at the moment, but it looks like he's doing a lot of short stuff, like short movies, short films, short TV show. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't look like he's really in the limelight anymore, and maybe he prefers it that way. But yeah, I haven't heard much from him as of now. Liliana Mummy, who plays Lucy, the new kid, basically who Charlie was in the first movie. She's cute. She's really cute, and I liked her knowing right off the bat that Tim Allen, Scott Calvin was Santa, and she really, are you Santa? And she kept asking that along the way, and they finally gave it to her, and they told her, and I like that they didn't have to hide it from her anymore, and she got to find out that she was right all along, and I like that. Lucy, she was cute in this movie. But yeah, that's probably all the actors I'm going to go off of. Judge Reinhold, he didn't really have a big role, neither did the wife, Wendy Crewsome. They didn't really have big parts in this movie this time around, and so I can't really go off their performances, but I'll say this about Wendy Crewsome, Laura Miller's role in this movie. She was a lot nicer to Scott than she was in the beginning of the first movie, and she I feel like she just knows now that he has such a big, huge duty to fulfill, and she's a lot less hard on him, and that makes sense. So yeah, that's all I have to go off of her. But yeah, guys, that was a Santa Claus 2. Does it hold up? Maybe if you're 5 or 10 or something, like a really young age, I feel like you will find enjoyment from this movie. But if you're an adult and you want to just sit down and watch a good Christmas movie, I don't think you're going to put this movie on for yourself. I might be wrong. Maybe there's a cult following to the Santa Claus 2 that I don't know about. But besides that, I don't think this is a movie that you will remember. Even though I do. There's certain scenes of this movie I still remember till to this day. But yeah, does it hold up? Probably not for adults. For kids, yes. I feel because the graphics in this movie weren't really bad for 2002. And for a little, I don't know how low this budget was for this film, but it's probably bigger. Honestly, the budget was probably bigger than the 1994 Santa Claus movie. Like I said, I didn't hate this movie. I got enjoyment from it. I don't think it's as bad as people were saying, because I'm still kind of a kid at heart, and so I can find enjoyment from kid-like movies. I'm just being honest with you. But yeah, guys, that was a Santa Claus 2, and I think I have said all I need to say about this movie. I don't think there's much else I can talk about. If there is something I'm leaving out that you guys want me to talk about this movie, just let me know in the comments, but I think I covered most of it. because I feel like there's not really that much to go off of this movie. I just liked it. I think it's a B- movie, and I don't hate on it, and I'm glad we watched it. I'm glad I got to watch it a decade later from when I last watched it. But yeah, we are on to the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause. Do not remember this movie a lot, honestly. I think I've only seen it once, and I remember not liking it. I'm not trying to lure you guys away from it, but maybe I'll like it now. Maybe I'm an adult, and I'll get more of the humor and lingo in the movie. So who knows? Maybe it's a better movie than I thought it was. But as a kid, I don't remember liking this the most. I remember liking this the least out of all three movies. I know Martin Short is in it. I know he plays the villain. I think he plays Jack Frost. So that he's the villain in the next movie. So we'll see how it goes. It might be better than I thought. But yeah, guys, if you guys liked what you saw today, and you want more Christmassy movies, maybe next year since it's Christmas time has passed already, let me know. Maybe I'll go watch another classic with you guys, maybe sooner this time so I can get it out before Christmas. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite Christmas movie is. I think I already asked this in the last video, but yeah, give me requests. Let me know what Christmas movie I probably haven't watched that you guys would like me to watch, and I could watch it with you guys next year. But yeah, if you guys like what I put out today, maybe leave that like. But if you guys really, really like what I've been putting out, I'm telling you, I keep putting out stuff like this. I try to appease the audience. I want to give them what they want. So maybe subscribe, and you'll be notified when the next time I post a new video. And other than that, just let me know what you guys thought of the Santa Claus 2 and if it really is as bad as people are talking about. But yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts on this movie is. But other than that, we're on to the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause. And I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.